Wow, did this game really catch me by surprise, guys? Okay, I almost skipped this game entirely because of the gameplay that it was showing. Is turn-based. It's a turn-based action RPG, and of course, guys, I'm talking about Clair Obscur Expedition 33 review. This game has been the best game that I have played this year, period, so far. Right? We're not counting, of course, Crimson Desert is coming out, some really good games. But this game really came out of nowhere. I was totally going to skip it because the gameplay was turn-based, right? I'm not really too much, wasn't too much into turn-based as I thought that I was going to like, right? Like I thought I was not going to like this, but I'm like, you know what? Everybody's talking about this game. Let me get it. And was I not disappointed at all? In fact, I was so hooked on this game that I haven't been hooked on a game in a while. Of course, I don't have the time because of work and all that. But this game really changes things when it comes to the gaming industry and really pushing boundaries of what can be done creatively. What you can see right there, guys, is my gameplay. So let's talk about the game itself. First of all, let's talk about graphics. I did play this on the PlayStation 5 Pro. The graphics on this game are really good. Okay, now obviously we cannot compare it to a Spider-Man 2. We cannot compare it to a PS5 exclusive, but this game looks fantastic. The worlds are really, really unique. The art of this game is really, really good. Every world that I went into, a brand new world, I loved it. I just wanted to explore it. So that's when it comes graphically, right? Graphics, insane, really, really good. Let's talk about sound now. Let's talk about sound. The soundtrack in this game has to win some kind of award. The music in the fights is epic. The music when you're exploring, I don't know if you can hear this that well here, but when you're exploring, the music is really good. It's really intense, or it's really sad, or it makes the game better. Like it's not just a soundtrack that's just thrown in there. This is a soundtrack that's done very, very well. It makes the game just stand out. I mean, I know, look at this, guys. Like we're talking, this game just looks fantastic. Like I'm just seeing my own gameplay and I'm like, yeah, I wish I could get that experience back of playing that game for the first time again and just being wowed. This game was mostly developed, of course they outsourced a lot of the things, but it was mostly developed by around 30 something people. So we're talking about really a passionate project, and the game is only $49.99, guys. This is a $50 game. Okay, now that I've talked about graphics, I've talked about sound, let's talk about story. Okay, let's talk about story. So the story in this game, it's about a paintress that every year she paints a number, and then whoever it's that age of that number, basically they fade away, right? So every year they do this thing, they call it the gommage, which is where when people disappear. So let's say a family member of yours is going to disappear the year, they do a ceremony, they hang roses around your neck, and basically you say goodbye to those people. But every year an expedition goes out to find that paintress and basically her to stop that. Every year people are just dying because of this paintress, and every expedition that goes out does not survive. Okay, there have been expeditions since 99, I believe, and now this one, your expedition, is expedition 33, right? That's why the game's called Clair Obscur Expedition 33. So your expedition is the expedition 33. So everybody obviously that's in that expedition is 32 years or younger to go into the expedition, because if you're 33 then you will die in there. So that's what the story is about. I'm not showing any spoilers here. This is basically the beginning of the game. But man, when it comes to the story, guys, you have to, if you're planning to play this game, do not look at spoilers. Do not look at anything in social media, because the story really takes you places that you wouldn't think it will take you. You will care for these characters like you've met them throughout 3 games. The attachment that you will get to these characters in this expedition is insane. The writing is so good, the dialogue is excellent, the voice acting is excellent. This is just overall a great game. I mean, I'm going to be talking good about this game the whole time. Okay, there's really nothing bad, quote unquote, to talk about. So let's keep going. So after that, so we already talked about story, we talked about graphics, sound. Let's talk about gameplay, which is the main thing. So as of right now, this is basically the beginning of the game, right? I did skip the beginning of the cutscene and everything that happens, because I think you guys should experience that part by yourselves playing this game, because like I said, the story is very good. Okay, so let's talk about the gameplay for a second. I'm gonna fast forward here a little bit and show you guys how the gameplay is. So the gameplay, like I said, is turn-based, right? So you will start a fight like that. Right now I have 2 people in my expedition. So right now you have 3 choices. So you have items. So your items will be to either revive, heal, or just do like a buff. Square would be skills. So skills are special moves. Those special moves require AP, which the AP you gain by attacking. So, and X is just attack. So like in a turn based, you will attack, boom, 1 hit, and that's it. It will be the other person's turn after your expedition is done. So your expedition could have almost 3 people. Right now I only have 2 because the beginning of the game, but you will have at least 3 people that you can choose from. You will have 3 people. After their turn, the turn finishes, then it's the enemy's turn. Sometimes you upgrade your character so much that they play 2 or 3 times in 1 turn, because you've upgraded that skill so much. And then the enemy can also do the same thing, but that's way beyond the game, right? So that's the main part of the gameplay. Also, when you see L2 aim, you can free aim, and then the enemy has weak spots. So as you can see, I did that. So you aim, that's a weak spot right there. You will shoot it, and then that does 420 damage, and then you can still attack. But when you shoot, it takes away AP. So you have to pick: do I attack, do I do a skill, or do I free aim and hit their weak spot? It all depends on your strategy. You have to be very careful. Luckily this is turn-based, so you have time to think what you are going to do. So let's take a look at this gameplay right here. Now I want to attack, right? Now with her, there are five types of stance. So I have all elements, so ice, fire, lightning, earth, and light. Light stains can be consumed in any place for the stain. At the beginning, this all seems very weird and rare, but as the game progresses, you will understand the game more and more. So as you can see, my characters on the down right, they have 4 AP. So some skills, like for example, some skill requires 1 AP, 2 APs, it depends. So now I'm gonna use a skill, and there's also quick time events. So after you do a skill or a special attack, if you hit the quick time event on the right time, the damage is it's greater, right? So that's that. You also have to see what the enemy's weakness is. They're most of them, their weakness is fire, unless they have a fire stance or some type of fire protection. So the gameplay gets really, not, I want to say dense. It's simple, but hold on. So this is a turn-based, but it's different. You don't, here you don't have to get hit. You can either parry, which is what I did right here. So when you parry and you counter attack, and then you do that with R1. So you parry and you counter attack, but you have to be very precise when you parry. That's what a lot of people are complaining about, that it's very difficult. And actually that's one of the bad things that I will say about the game. It's the enemies are tough. It's tough to predict when they're going to attack. So I did ended up beating the game on easy mode because one, I wanted to go over with the story, because the story is very, very captivating. Let me keep playing this. The story is very, very captivating, and the enemies are tough. So if you're a casual gamer and you will like the game for the story, don't be ashamed to go to easy mode. You take less damage because the attacks are very, very insane. Okay, so you can either parry or you can dodge. You have more of an open window when you dodge, because you don't have to dodge. You don't have to perfect dodge, right? You can dodge and still have some kind of room to play with, but not for parrying. The thing is, when you dodge, you don't counter attack, and then you don't do counter damage. Right here, as you can see, I burned the creature. So when you burn the creature, when the turn is done, they get damaged. So it's like it's burning and burning, and they're taking damage, right? And here we're switching into a cutscene, and this game, guys, is just ridiculously good. The lip syncing this is an independent studio, okay? So the lip syncing is off, so do not judge the lip syncing. Graphically, everything else is very, very nice. The lip syncing is a little bit off, but that's just nitpicky stuff, right? Nitpicky stuff. This game is a serious contender for game of the year, guys. So I completely recommend this game. Is a 9.5 out of 10. I'll say it right now, it's a 9.5 out of 10. The 0.5 is because of those little nitpicks, so it doesn't make it perfect. But for $50, around a 25-hour game, 30 or 35 or 40 if you explore everything, if you do the end game, if you beat all the areas. This game is dense. It's a lot of exploration to do. The story is very, very captivating. The reason I didn't want to explore more is because I wanted to get over the story. Like I just wanted to see what happens, because they don't really explain much of what's going on in the story until the last quarter of the game, is when you like everything just starts coming together, right? But a lot of things happen that you're like, what? This just happened. What is going on, right? So guys, this is more of a casual review, right? So I'm more of a casual gamer. I play games more for fun, right? I play games for fun. I don't play games to get frustrated. I still have to finish first Berserker Kazan, but I'll get there. This game is very accessible. It has difficulty settings, so just switch it to easy mode. It's still gonna be a little tough because it was tough for me, but just switch it back to easy mode and you will enjoy this game a lot. Right here I am going through, they call it pictos. So pictos are basically enhancements, like, oh, I'm going to do more damage here, or this skill I'm going to do more damage here. If I dodge, I get an extra AP, or whatever the case may be. So those are like enhancers. They call it pictos. And then you have weapons, right? So you have your pictos, you have your weapons, your wardrobe. You do get a couple costumes, a couple of different haircuts for the characters. The skills, you only have 6 skills to choose from. As you unlock new skills, then you assign the skills, but you only have 6, and there's a bunch of skills for you to buy, right? But let's see, what else am I missing? Exploration. Okay, exploration, there is no map, right? They just throw you in the level, boom, explore. You can choose to go here, you can choose to go there. There's only one way forward, right? So just keep moving forward and just remember where you are. It's not complicated. It's not like Black Myth Wukong that you can get lost because the space is really massive. Here you don't really get lost because it's like, okay, it's only forward, left, or right. Let's go left. Oh, left finished pretty early on. Okay, now we go to the right. It seems like it's through the middle, so let's go there. That flag that you see right there is a resting point. So when you rest, you get back your health, you get back anything that you use, any items that you use. So it's like a resting point, and you get to the game saves also, right? So you can rest, you can upgrade your attributes. So your health, your skills, you can unlock the skills over here. As you can see learn skills. So that's that. And there's a bunch of things that's locked because you unlock it later on in the game. Let's see if I have some more gameplay here so you guys can see. Like I said, guys, this is the very beginning of the game. There is actually no spoilers here whatsoever. So here we're going to fight this enemy here. So you press R1, you hit him, and then you will get a first strike. Let's see some gameplay here. So we got the first strike. We get to go first. Boom. I hit the weak spots. Okay. I hit the weak spots. Now it's my turn to attack. I attack the guy on the left. Now it's my turn with the other girl, right? Her name's Loon. Now I'm here thinking, what do I do? A skill? Okay. If I do a skill, or I just attack.
Brace yourselves.
So here it is. I parried. Boom. Counter attack. Right? So here goes the other guy. I parry. Boom. I counter attack. Fight is over. Now this is a level 1, level 2 fight. Okay? Once you get to the higher levels, don't expect the fight to be in a couple of hits. There are enemies that have a very big health bar, and it's gonna take you a while. It can take you easily 10 minutes for a fight. So do not underestimate this game. But it was such an enjoyable experience that I hope we get more in the gaming industry. I hope more studios, more independent studios, really create what they want to create, and not let publishers stop them from creating beautiful games. Right? Look at this game. This game it's just ridiculous. It is ridiculous, guys. This game is just super good. Clair Obscur Expedition 33, guys. Like I said, 9.5 out of 10. Totally recommended. Get this game. You will not regret it. And I will see you guys on the next review.